Have you ever wondered how far the government would go to control people's minds? Between the 1950s and 1970s, the CIA ran secret and controversial experiments to find ways to manipulate people's minds, all in the name of national security. This is MKUltra, one of the darkest and most disturbing projects in modern history, full of mysteries and consequences that echo to this day. And if you want to understand how it all happened, you've come to the right place. So, before we begin to explore these secrets, leave a like to help the channel and subscribe so you don't miss any details from the darkest corners of espionage. Ready? Let's go. The Cold War was a time of secrets and suspicion. The United States and the Soviet Union were playing a dangerous game, a battle for global dominance, where every move was crucial. In the shadows, the CIA was fighting a different war, an invisible war. A war for the human mind, where the battlefield was the brain itself. This was the realm of MKUltra, a project shrouded in mystery and secrecy. MKUltra was a top-secret CIA program created to explore the limits of the human mind. Its mission was clear, but disturbing: mind control. The CIA wanted to control the enemy's thoughts and make their agents resistant to interrogation, using extreme methods. The project began in 1953 and continued for 2 decades, evolving and expanding over time. MKUltra was highly unethical, violating basic human rights. The CIA conducted experiments on unsuspecting people, often without their consent. They used drugs, hypnosis, and torture, methods that left deep scars. The goal? To break and rebuild the human psyche, shaping it according to their desires. MKUltra remains one of the most controversial chapters in American history, an example of the abuse of power. It is a reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the need for constant vigilance. The project's legacy haunts us to this day, raising questions about ethics and morality. It raises questions about government transparency and the ethics of scientific research, questions that still resonate today. The Cold War was a time of intense paranoia, where fear and mistrust permeated every aspect of daily life. The Soviet Union was a constant threat, with its military power and communist ideology challenging the Western world. Communism seemed poised to spread throughout the world, with revolutions and movements emerging in various countries. The American government feared that the Soviets were developing mind control techniques capable of turning American soldiers against their own country. The idea that someone could be mentally manipulated into betraying their nation was terrifying. The CIA became obsessed with developing its own mind control methods, investing vast resources in secret research. They wanted to create a truth serum for interrogations and find ways to make their agents resistant to Soviet brainwashing. Scientists and doctors were recruited to work on top-secret projects. This fear of the Red Scare led to the creation of MKUltra, one of the most controversial programs in CIA history. The CIA believed that any means was justified to win the Cold War, including the use of questionable and unethical techniques. They were willing to experiment on their own citizens, disregarding ethics in the name of national security. Protests and subsequent investigations revealed the extent of these practices, shocking the nation and raising questions about the limits of government power. MKUltra's methods were as varied as they were disturbing. The CIA was determined to explore the limits of the human mind, no matter the cost. The CIA explored a wide range of mind-altering techniques. They were on a relentless quest to discover how to control and manipulate human behavior. They used hypnosis to try to implant suggestions. They believed they could reprogram a person's mind by inserting commands that would be followed without question. They experimented with electroconvulsive therapy to induce amnesia. The idea was to erase specific memories and create a blank slate for new information. However, the most infamous aspect of MKUltra was the use of drugs. The CIA was obsessed with the idea that chemicals could be the key to mind control. The CIA was particularly interested in LSD. They believed the drug could be used to break down a person's personality and rebuild it in a way that benefited the agency. They believed the drug could be used to break down a person's personality and rebuild it in a way that benefited the agency. LSD was seen as a powerful tool to destabilize and reprogram the mind. Other drugs, such as barbiturates and amphetamines, were also used. Each substance was tested to see how it could be used to manipulate human behavior. The CIA conducted experiments on prisoners, mental patients, and even unsuspecting civilians. No one was safe from the clutches of MKUltra. These experiments were often cruel and inhumane. The victims often suffered irreparable psychological and physical damage, all in the name of science and national security. MKUltra was built on a foundation of lies and deception. The CIA conducted its experiments without the knowledge or consent of the participants, recruiting people under false pretenses. Participants were told they were taking part in medical research or psychological studies. The CIA used its own employees, military personnel, and even unsuspecting civilians as guinea pigs. They dosed people with LSD at parties and bars, slipping the drug into drinks and food. The agency also worked with hospitals and prisons, using patients who were often not in a position to consent. These vulnerable individuals became unwitting victims of the CIA's brutal experiments. The impact of MKUltra on its participants was devastating. Many suffered severe psychological trauma. They experienced hallucinations, paranoia, and emotional breakdowns. Some never recovered from the experiments. One of the most well-known cases is that of Frank Olson. He was a CIA scientist who was unwittingly dosed with LSD. He suffered a mental breakdown and shortly after died under mysterious circumstances. The CIA's experiments left a trail of shattered lives. Families were torn apart. Individuals struggled to cope with the aftermath of their experiences. The project's legacy is a grim reminder of the human cost of unchecked government power. For years, MKUltra remained hidden from the public. However, in 1975, a Senate committee led by Senator Frank Church began investigating the CIA's activities. The committee was shocked by what it discovered. The Senate hearings revealed the existence of MKUltra and its disturbing methods. The committee discovered that the CIA had destroyed most of the project's records, making it difficult to determine the full extent of the program. Despite the CIA's attempts to cover up the case, the Senate investigation shed light on one of the darkest chapters in American history. The revelations about MKUltra sent shockwaves through American society. The public was outraged that the CIA had conducted unethical experiments on its own citizens. The agency's reputation was tarnished. The CIA's actions eroded public trust in the government, raising serious questions about accountability and oversight. The scandal also fueled conspiracy theories about government mind control programs. MKUltra became a symbol of the abuse of power and the overreach of government. It served as a cautionary tale about the dangers of secrecy and the importance of transparency. The legacy of MKUltra continues to resonate today, becoming a cultural touchstone. The project has inspired countless books, movies, and television shows. These works explore themes of mind control, government conspiracies, and the dark side of science. MKUltra has also fueled countless conspiracy theories. Some believe that the project never ended and continues in secret to this day. These theories often point to unexplained events or behaviors as evidence of mind control. While these theories are often unfounded, they reflect a deep-seated distrust of government and authority. MKUltra serves as a reminder of the power of fear and paranoia to shape our perceptions. If you enjoyed this content, leave a like to support the channel and help spread this story. And of course, subscribe to stay tuned for more videos like this, where we explore the most hidden secrets of history. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.